Let's draw some graphs of relations. We got three relations here, and well, let's just go at them one at a time. They're all written in the set builder notation, so we've got to kind of already have an idea how to read this, right? So the first curly bracket, we say the set of all, and then this is what all of our objects in the set look like. So all the objects, we don't know what the x-coordinate is, but every single one of these points in this set has y-coordinate -4, right? So we want the set of all ordered pairs whose y value is -4 such that the x-coordinate is bigger than 1. Okay, well, let's take this in little parts, right? We know that we've got a set of ordered pairs, so we can start out by drawing our nice Cartesian plane here, right? So there's our x-axis and our y-axis. So we want all the ordered pairs whose y values are -4. So we'll go down to -4 down here, and there's -4. So any y value, or excuse me, any ordered pair that is a member of this relation must be on this horizontal line right here. That's what it means to have a y value of -4, right? So we'll write y equal -4 there. That's what this line here is. It's dashed, right? So we're just kind of using this as a framework for where we want to draw. So we know that any ordered pair that is a member of this set has to have the y value -4. So anything that's in this set's got to be on that line. But we're further restricted by having to say that these ordered pairs all have to have an x-coordinate that's bigger than 1. So if we go to our nice picture again, and here we've got our x value is 1. So any ordered pair in this relation has to have an x value larger than this number. It can't be this number, it's got to be larger than 1, right? So we have to have them both on this line here, and they have to have x-coordinate bigger than 1. So if we wanted to draw that, let me use purple here So if we wanted to draw this, we got an open circle and we got a ray that goes all the way there. So this is our relation, and this is the only part that we're going to want to put on our graph. We use this dashed line to kind of guide us to what we wanted, but when we actually go and graph this on WebAssign, you're going to use that line tool. There's a little box that has graphing tools, and one of those tools, I think it looks like this, and it's got a little down arrow. And you'll click on this button, and then that'll bring up some options. You're either going to be able to draw a ray, or a line segment, or a whole line. In any case, if you're going to draw any one of these things, you are going to want to, you have to use 2 points. So if we're not drawing a ray, the first point you click on the graph is going to be the point that it starts. So that would be this one. So we would click on the point 1, -4. And then another point on the ray would be, I don't know, we could just pick any point on the ray, maybe, 2, -4 would be fine. But any one of these things that you draw in WebAssign, you're going to need to plot 2 points to draw it. We click this button, and then the next time you click the graph, that's going to be your first point, and then the second one will be your second point, and then it'll draw whichever one of those things you select. And be careful here, right? Because we can't include this. There's also an option for whether or not to draw an open circle or a closed circle. We want the open circle in this case. All right, well, let's do the next one here. We want to do B. So I want to draw the set of all ordered pairs. So we're kind of in the same situation here. Well, kind of. We're on a coordinate plane, right? So we want this, I'm just going to point to this. We want the set of all ordered pairs so that x is less than 5 and y is bigger than or equal to 2. I'm just going to write this down again so I don't have to keep going up and down with this. Well, we're going to do pretty much the same thing we did on this last one, right? So we know that we want all of the ordered pairs, all the ordered pairs that have an x-coordinate that's bigger than 5, and the y-coordinate has to be bigger or equal to -2. Well, everything that has an x-coordinate that's larger than 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, everything that has an x-coordinate larger than 5 is going to be on the right-hand side of this line here, isn't it? This is the line x = 5. So everything that we want has to be I said that wrong. Everything we want is going to have to be less than 5. Excuse me, less than 5. So any ordered pair that's part of this relation, the set of all ordered pairs such that x is less than 5 and y is greater than or equal to 2, has to be left of 5. I know I said right a few times, but it's left. We got to be this direction, right? Okay, and we also have to be a member of this relation of the set of ordered pairs so that the x value is less than 5, so we're this way, and y has to be bigger than or equal to -2. So that means our y value, our ordered pairs have to be, this one is a non-strict inequality, right? We could be on that line. So that's the line y equals -2. So we know that any point that is in our relation, it's got to be an ordered pair. The x coordinate has to be less than 5, so that's over here. Y coordinate has to be greater than or equal to 2, so it's either on this line or above. So we've drawn these lines, and we talked about drawing the lines a little bit already. So once you draw the lines and we select that they're either dashed or solid, then we have to push that fill button. I think it has a little paint can in it maybe. Let's see how well I can draw a paint can. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? And it says fill. So we push that, and we would want to fill in or shade the region that we want, right? We want less than 5, bigger than or equal to -2. So that means it's above the y line and to the left of the x line. So we're going to shade all of this stuff. Everything over here gets shaded. And when we push that fill button and then click in the region you want, it's going to fill in that whole thing. So our relation is all of these ordered pairs that are all over here. Okay, well, let's just go, and we can do this last one real quick. I'll just write it again down here. The set of all ordered pairs x, y, so that the x value is bigger than 1. So we've seen that idea. And then we have -3 less or equal to y less than 2. Okay, so just translating this, we want the set of all ordered pairs, so the x value is bigger than 1, and the y value is between -3 and 2. So we can draw it again, draw a nice coordinate plane. So we want the x values to be bigger than 1. So we're going to do the same thing we did above, and we're going to say, all right, I'm going to draw the vertical line x equal 1, and I know that any of my ordered pairs that are on this relation, on this graph, they have to be larger than 1 for their x coordinate. So they're on this side, right? They're all over here. Further, we need the y coordinate to be between -3 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. So we could be equal, right? Y. So maybe a real quick aside comment, I guess. Maybe it's been a minute since we've seen compound inequalities. What this means is y is bigger than or equal to -3, and y is less than 2. So this is a compound inequality, right? So this is just another way to say that the y value has to be between -3 and 2, right? So we got an and statement there. Okay, so y bigger than or equal to -3, so 1, 2, 3, that's negative. And it could be equal. So we're going to have a solid line there. Let's see if I can draw a straight line at this angle. Beautiful. So that's y equal -3. And then we want it to be less than y equal 2. So y equal 2, we're going to have a dashed line at this one. That's all right. Okay. And that's the line y equal 2. Okay, so just put it all together. We want our x coordinates to be larger than 1, which means strictly larger. They can't be on this line. They've got to be on this right side. We've got our y coordinates have to be between -3 and 2. Well, those are all the values in here. So if we had to be right of this line and below this one and above this one, well, here's your region that you'd fill in. What a beautiful rectangular region. So yeah, to do these graphing the relation ones, well, we've just got to graph a few vertical and horizontal lines, or maybe a ray. The thing that people usually make errors on is we'll have extra stuff on your graph that doesn't belong there, and that's I mean, you know, maybe we'll have an extra, like I would fill in this region and I'd maybe have an extra point or two in there. Even though those are correct, the computer sees it as a repeat, so it sees it as incorrect. So just be careful you're not putting extra stuff on your graphs. But yeah, that's it.